Hey everyone. Yeah, I got about 10.5 minutes to do this in because I'm on my break. Haven't done it like this in a while, doing an audio recording during my break for an audio video. But I figured now is the best time than any. But anyway, I thought I'd kind of talk about something. You see, a lot of people have pretty much been wondering and asking, why Brian, are you so fascinated with trying to get a female artist or suggesting a female artist or singer do a music video with a song, whether it's a remake or it's their own original song, whether it's a remake or their own original song. Why do you suggest that they do a video very similar, if not an exact remake or copy, almost scene by scene, of Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer? I know a lot of you asked that. A lot of you asked that question. Well, here's the answer. And the answer may surprise you. See, several years ago, to coincide with his 25th anniversary of his So album, and mostly the 25th anniversary of Sledgehammer itself, Peter Gabriel came out and he had basically asked the fan base to crowdsource, or wanted a crowdsourcing of fans to recreate their favorite scenes or moments from the music video of Sledgehammer. And I looked at this and I thought, well, this might be really interesting. So, even though I didn't enter, I did look at some of the clips. And I thought, this is interesting. I thought, this is great. And as time went on, I thought to myself, you know what? I've noticed a lot of creativity with certain female artists. Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, you name it. Some of those female artists out there have actually taken advantage of something that, in my opinion, Gabriel himself set the standard for. They're being creative. They're using not just stop motion, but they're using all kinds of different kind of CGI or 2D animation, or just, like I say, stop motion animation techniques. And to me, it makes me think, you know what, even if it's a little bit not the same as what he did, I always believe that somehow it can happen, that it can be accomplished. And recently, over the past few years, through a lot of discovery through the miracle of the internet, like I said, the miracle of the internet, I was able to find out that there's a lot of up-and-coming female artists here in North American-wise and internationally that are doing these kind of videos, if not similar. Have a similar structure, if not a similar format. Heck, even some of the top female hip-hop artists, like Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, all of them are taking advantage of it in some ways. But the one that really got me was, I can't pronounce her name right now, so I'm just going to call her KG for short, was her In Your Arms stop-motion jelly beans video, which she set the record for using the most jelly beans in any kind of medium. And I saw this and I thought, well, this seems very similar. It seems like she took maybe inspiration from Peter Gabriel. And then I noticed that there was a scene where she falls back into basically a jelly bean made ocean, and when she hits the ocean, she becomes jelly beans herself. But then all that's left after she falls into the ocean is her lips, and her lips just are the only ones that are still around and singing and go stuff like that. It's basically like what I'm saying is, when she falls into the ocean, the only thing that comes out of it as she merges with it as she falls in is her lips. Her lips are the only ones that, are like, now they're just a part of the ocean. She's singing it. and then they grow wings and stuff like that. So when I saw that for the In Your Arms music video, I thought, wow, I was thinking like, wow, this is the closest we're probably going to get. And the more I discovered, the more I realized they were more similar, like her in some ways. For example, Ladi 6, Ladi, did sort of an animation, 2D animation kind of thing, where basically it's just her face singing and everything. It's floating around space, and then sometimes you just see her lips, then you see sometimes just her eyes or her glasses that she's wearing. Sometimes, it's weird, and and to me, it kind of takes inspiration from Peter Gabriel as well. I could see that, in a sense. And there's a lot of other examples out there. In fact, the most recent at times is La Chica's Oasis, which a lot of people have even said is like a modern Sledgehammer. Just the way it's done. But again, a lot of people wonder, and they ask the question, why? And the answer is simple. It's because I truly believe it can be done. And like I said, I've noticed, I can't think of them all right now, but I've noticed that there have been videos very similar to that. Very similar. And not just, like I said, on a North American regional basis, but more on an international basis. I think it can be done. And La Chica, when people say that's a modern Sledgehammer, in a sense, they're kind of on point about that, just by the visuals. But still, when I talk about someone, doing their own version of Sledgehammer, doing their own remake of it, even with their own song, but doing a remake, scene by scene, visual by visual, even if it's a remake of the song itself, or if it's a version of their own, or it's their own song that they have. To me, I believe, and this is the honest truth, I believe it can be done, and I know. I take a look at someone like F.K. Twigs, who a lot of people have said takes a lot of inspiration from Bojork, Bjork. And then I take a look at this newer artist that I found from last year, Kilar, whatever she does, or whatever her name is. She has a music video where towards the end of it, she gets turned into an animation goddess, and basically she turns into this. She turns into, as one person put it, this virtual animation goddess where she splits herself in two. She kind of melts into these little lines and chases after herself. And it's just chases after herself. It just comes together. It's stuff like that that, to me, overall, is why people take advantage of animation and use it in the music videos. It's because they know they can visually do more and express more than they could in a live action one. Which is why I always believe and always think that that if someone wanted to, with their own song, or even if they remade the song themselves, that they could do a visual, especially with today's technology, they could do a virtual remake with their own song or not, their own song or a remake of the song of the Sledgehammer video. Everything, scene by scene, frame by frame, if you catch my drift, especially with today's technology. But to me, that's just how I see it. That's why I'm a fan of this. Not a fan of this, but that's why I'm not obsessed, but basically that's why I would like to see this. This is why. Because I know it's possible. And I know there are a lot of artists out there today, female up-and-coming singers and artists, that are capable of making it happen with their own songs. It's been proven. And it will be proven again. So, that's why, for anybody that's wondering, that's why I would like to see a female singer artist the female singer artist do their own version of the Sledgehammer video by Pete Gabriel, whether it's with their own song or not. So let me know what you guys think.